Hi everybody, welcome back to Dark Feminine Consciousness. I am Tifara, and today we're going to talk about how to manifest. Manifestation is something that can happen very naturally, and it's something that you can work on. It's a skill that you can hone. I've manifested things through putting in work, and I've also manifested some things in a way that's very natural and without effort. There are a couple of things that I've manifested that came from just a thought, but it was a very powerful thought. And in the moment I knew that it was a powerful thought and I was gonna manifest this. I just knew it. I felt it. And I think even subconsciously I also knew that it was going to happen. There are those, but most times you have to work on manifestations. So today I'm going to share with you 9 ways that you can manifest. Number 1 is to exercise the mind. And you have to exercise the mind because all is mental. That's one of the 7 hermetic principles. All is mental, all is mind. And so we create with our minds. And so we have to constantly put our mind at work and we have to test it. And so what you do, practice certain things, practice taking things out of your mind, practice putting things in your mind. Basically, manipulate your subconscious. I did a video about how to reprogram your subconscious mind to get over depression. But there are tips in general on how you can reprogram your subconscious mind. But it's definitely a tip for how to exercise your mind and how to get your mind to do what you want it to do, to focus on what you want it to focus on. In many of my videos you may hear me make mention of this book. Is because I think it's amazing. It's my favorite book. It's called The Master Key. It's a book on mental discipline. So it teaches you about concentration, teaches you about controlling your mind, controlling your thoughts, and then there are exercises in there that you can use as well to practice how to do these things. It's a really good book. I'm sure there are other books out there, but that is the one that I highly recommend for mental discipline. Number 2 is to be clear about what you want. Know what you want. And when you are expressing what you want, make sure that you are clear about it. Don't ask the universe for a blue box when you really want a blue box with glitter and a bow, and you want it white on the inside, you want it fragranced, you want a little texture underneath. You will get just some cardboard box for you to put it together for yourself, right? So be specific about what it is that you want, because trust me, it's happened to me before where I'm not clear about what exactly it is that I want, and I get things that are kinda but not really what I want. Number 3, and this is a powerful manifestation tool. I have used it many times. Write it down. I remember back in, was it 2000s sometime when Master Key, The Secret was a popular book at this time, and everybody was talking about the law of attraction, and I think lots of people made lists, but I was serious about my list. I made my list and I didn't go outlandish. I was very realistic with my list, and so things that were not that far out of my reach. And so I still have some of those lists to today, and when I look back I'm like, damn, check, got that, did that. I'm just going through the list and checking that I manifested all of those things. And it's one of the reasons why I started journaling as well, because I realized how powerful writing was. Taking things from the mind and putting it down on paper where you can see it and it becomes kind of real, because now it's out of your mind and on paper you can see it. So I tend to do that a lot. I set intentions and I write them down. It's become a fun thing for me now to journal. I don't know, hopefully maybe one day I could be an author. You never know. Number 4 is to visualize it. One of the best ways to do that is to create a vision board. And a vision board is something that you can do. You can do a physical one, and you can do one online as well, but it's good for painting a picture. And we're not all very visual people. Some of us have a really photogenic mind, and we can create all sorts of things in our mind and see the picture very clearly, but some of us need help. and so we have to take pictures from somewhere and put it together so we can see the big picture. I think vision boards are great for that. Another way that you can visualize is through meditation. You know, sit still and focus your energy, focus your mind on one thing and concentrate on it. Just take some time away from people, from noise, from distractions, from everything. Just take time to center and focus on what it is that you want and visualize it exactly as you want. Put all of the images in your mind on what it is that you want and create it. Number 5, and this is one of my favorite manifestation tools. Put yourself on the frequency of what it is that you want. Say you want an apartment. You want an apartment in New Kingston. Whether or not it's out of your budget, it doesn't matter. We trying to be on the frequency of this thing. It don't matter how much money it is. As Nikola Tesla said, if you want to understand how the universe works, think in frequency. So everything is on a frequency. Everything is at a vibration. And so if you match the frequency of the things that you want, you won't do anything else but get it, because that's just the way the universe works. You want this apartment in New Kingston. What are you gonna do? Go online, look up some apartments in New Kingston. Okay, I like this one. Don't matter the price, don't look at the price. If you like it, you like it. Tick it, I like this. Find a realtor, visit the apartments, go and look at them, go and view them and see what they're like, see if you like them, and decide on what type of apartment it is that you want, how you want it to feel, what you want it to look like. Next thing, also look into the things that you're gonna need when you are going to purchase an apartment. You're gonna need a loan. Go into the bank and find out all the things that you're going to need for the loan. Check out some lawyers, who can do the sale agreement for you. Figure out how much it's going to cost you in terms of transfer costs, in terms of tax. All that you will need in preparation for purchasing a home. Another thing that's going to make it very real for you is that you can go on Airbnb, look up some apartments in New Kingston, and rent one for a night or two. Sleep in there, feel what it's like to live in New Kingston. Look outside and see the view and hear the noise, because New Kingston is noisy. Hear the traffic, see the lights at night, see what it is like in the morning time, smell the air. Really get on the frequency of living in New Kingston. Very powerful manifestation tool, I think. Number 6 is to activate your imagination. Most of us are really imaginative under 10 years old. After we get older than 10, it's like imagination goes out the door. We start to control our thoughts and we don't create with our thoughts anymore. Matter of fact, we're just taught that if we have too big of an imagination after a certain age, we're crazy. So we don't explore our minds anymore and create and imagine and build on ideas anymore. The truth is that that's where our creativity is. So we have to go back and tap into that childlike part of us that loves to create, that loves to imagine, that loves to dream. And that's why I also like reading, because reading allows me to do that too, especially when I read like fiction, especially science fiction, especially Octavia Butler. This is a part of visualizing as well. It's good to activate your imagination. Number 7 is to move. Make a move. Do something. The first step that it will take you to get to what it is that you want. If you want to go to a particular school, send in that application. If you want a particular job, send in the application. Even if you're not qualified, send in the application. Take a first serious step towards getting what you want. You want to start a business, go to get it registered. You want a loan but you don't have a bank account, open a bank account. Even if you're gonna buck up on a roadblock ahead, still make that step, or 2 or 3. Number 8, and be very careful with this one, is to create manifestation spells. Basically, it's using all of the tools that I mentioned before. It's basically using everything that I mentioned before. You're just gonna add some tools, and the tools that you're gonna add is like some candles, probably some herbs, some fragrances, some crystals, all the tools that you feel are going to help you in creating a spell and doing a ritual around the spell for this thing that you want. There's no particular way to create a spell or to do a spell. It's really you, and all of the power is in you. And so no matter what tools you choose to use, you are the one who puts the power in the tools. Also, please be careful. If you don't know what you're doing, please ask for help, because you will end up manifesting something in your life that you don't want if you don't know what you're doing, or if you're doing it with not so good intentions. So make sure that when you are trying to manifest something, it is something that is coming from a pure heart, and not anything that will be harmful to anybody, definitely nothing that will be harmful to yourself. Just make sure that it is in alignment with your higher self, with the natural environment, with other people, with the universe in general. Make sure that whatever you're doing, it is in pure love. Number 9, relax and let go. Don't hold on to anything too tight. Don't hold on like a vice grip, let go, release it, allow it to come to you. Sometimes when you hold on to something too tight, it's the more that it resists us. So just release it, allow the energy to flow, release it with a knowing that it will come to you because it belongs to you. It is yours. Here's a bonus tip. Whenever you see people living the life that you want, doing the things that you want, with the things that you want, don't get jealous. That is how the universe shows you an example of what you want. That is how the universe shows you this is what is coming up for you. So you must see them and say, wow, oh my gosh, that's what it looks like. This is an example. This is how you visualize. This is how you see what it looks like and what it may look like for you. I used to get jealous when I see people, manifesting their product brands, and I'm like, what's going on? How come she gets to do it and and my thing is this and her thing is that, and you start comparing and you start wondering why it's not happening for you, when it's really just the universe showing you what the possibilities are for you. That's how you must see it all the time. So now what I do is, when I see people doing things, going places, having things that I want, I make sure that I follow them. And I consume all of that because it gives me the visuals. I can easily get on the frequency of what I want. Lastly, I don't want you to think that I'm telling you to focus only on manifesting material things, because there are higher things that we can manifest. We need to manifest love. We need to manifest happiness. We need to manifest peace. We need to manifest being the highest version of ourselves. So we need to manifest growth. All of those things, when we manifest them, will manifest abundance. And abundance includes money. Abundance includes all of the things, everything that we desire. We will manifest them and manifest them abundantly. That's it. Those are my tools. Those are some of the tools that I use for manifestation. Take care of yourself, and we'll link up in the next video. All right, later guys.